And we are live. What's going on, Beast Nation? Want to welcome you to the Beast Podcast, where we talk all things youth football strategies, tactics, and most importantly, this is where you get your questions answered. And for those who don't know, your ass better call somebody. I am your host, Coach Beast. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Man, I'm super pumped and excited about the show today because this is one that was requested. If I'm not mistaken, I think this was requested by Coach B. And guess what, Coach B? We actually had a plethora of coaches. I don't know if they heard you ask the question or what, but we had a plethora of coaches asking the question, can you teach us how to stop the spread offense, right, in the 4-4 Reaper defense? And to go even farther with that, guys, I had guys say, how you stop the beast? I mean, how you stop the empty set? How you stop 3x1s? How you stop 2x2s? So we're going to go over all of that today on the show. This is going to be a really fun one, guys. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you are new to the show, welcome to the show. We have people watching from TikTok Nation. What's going on? Welcome to the show. We got Instagram fam over here. Instagram family, welcome to the show. And of course, Facebook family as well, and the YouTube faithful. So welcome to the show, guys. Again, I'm going to, the show is going to be very interactive today. Okay. Very interactive because I know that, when we get into X's and O's, we get into nitty gritty with it. And I know a lot of you guys have questions. So I want to make sure I'm able to answer your questions as we go along here on the show today. All right, guys. Sound off in the comments. Let me know how y'all doing, man, on this beautiful Thursday. It's been a crazy week for me. It's been a hell of a week, but a crazy week. So, got to share this with you guys. So I am. Let me get a drum roll in here real quick. Hold on. There it is. There we go. I am officially coaching again. I'm officially coaching again, but it's not football. I'm not coaching football. I am coaching my daughter's volleyball team again. And they pulled me in. I told y'all 2 shows ago, I said, man, y'all pray for me because if I go into this place and they need somebody, right, I'm going to probably get pulled in to coach. And guess what happened? So we go to her evaluations. She's on a 7th grade volleyball team. So in the league is a developmental league for kids who are not playing with the middle school or high school. So we go to evaluations, all of that good stuff, right? And I go in, the first kid I see is the league director's kid. She's with her dad 24/7, 7 days a week. So I remember this kid immediately. I'm like, so hey, what's going on? You playing this year? This is a 4th grader. And she's like, yeah. I'm playing and I'm helping my dad and all of that, right? So we go in. I'm working with my daughter, with her serving and her bumping and all of that stuff. And guess what? Miss B said, come here real quick. I go over to Miss Beast, y'all. Kid you not. Go over to Miss Beast, and she said, listen, I've been looking around, seeing the coaches. I think you need to coach. And I said, what? She was like, yeah, I think if you want to get what you want to get out of Liz, my daughter, her name is Lizzie. If you want to get out what you know she got, You need to coach, because the thing is, the reason why you got her in this league in the first place is to develop her, is for she, so she can be ready to play at a high level in the middle school and high school levels. She was like, you got to coach. Kid you not, I felt the same thing. I wasn't going to say anything about it, right? Because I already had, like, in the back of my head, if the program director comes over and say, hey, we need some more coaches, because she's in a league where there's a lot of kids. Like, I think it's Miss B's, what is 82 kids this year? Yeah. So 82 kids in this league, volleyball league at that, right? They need coaches. So I go over to the program director. I'm saying, hey, look, is it too late to volunteer? He said, hey, man, it's never too late to volunteer. So I'm like, oh, crap, I'm in it. He handed me a clipboard and the evaluation form, and we on and popping, man. We on and popping. So that ain't all. Miss B thought she was going to get off. Well, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. Ain't gonna do that to her. I just put it like this. Miss Beast brought her ass on over there on the other side of the court, because she's my assistant and my VP again. So, so we're back in it, man. I'm super excited to actually be coaching. Like literally, I'm already on it. I've already started establishing my practice structure for week 1 and week 2. My number one goal with these girls is development. Is what I'm going to tell the parents. Is what I'm going to tell my girls. My number one goal for them is development. So we already ahead of the game. We already got the jerseys made. We got everything, set. We're going to work our ass off. But, development is the number one goal. And I'm saying that to y'all because if you haven't already laid out to your parents what the goal is for your team, you need to do it now. Okay? You need to do it now. Let these parents know what your goal is. Okay? Now, for me, my goal is never to win a championship. Never. My goal is always to be the best blocking team, tackling team, and team that executes the fundamentals in our league. Y'all know that by now. But in volleyball, especially this developmental league, and like I said, we got girls who come from schools all over the place that didn't make their teams, right? So my goal is to develop them so they can make their team next season. You know what I'm saying? And that's my wheelhouse. I'm a developmental coach. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at. That's my genius. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, guys, I had to share that with you, man. I'm super excited, super pumped, super excited to be coaching again. Because one thing about it, when you get bit with that coach's bug, it's hard to stop coaching. You may stop coaching a year, 2 or 3, but it's hard to stop for a long time, right? Do I have a witness in the house? Somebody put amen. We're going to go to church today, right? I wish I had an organ sound, right? We're going to go to church today. Put amen in the comments if you feel me on that. It's hard to stop coaching when you get bit with that coaching bug. I see you, BYF. I see you. All right, guys. If y'all ready to get the show on the road, can I get a hell yeah in the comments or a heavens yeah? I don't want y'all to feel like hypocrites putting amen in the comments and then y'all put hell yeah. Hey, I got y'all putting amen. Hell yeah. Hey, I'm not trying. To have y'all like hypocrites, man. Y'all, amen. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Let's pay some bills today. I'm not even going to read the sponsorship script today. Look, we celebrating America's birthday, 250th birthday. Okay, to do that, All playbooks and bundles are 50% off in the Beast Playbook store. That's right. All playbooks and bundles are 50% off in the Beast Playbook store. Pick your playbook and bundle if you haven't already. Use discount code FREEDOM50 at checkout so you can start dominating the day. All right, guys. So that's this is a sponsorship message. I'm so excited to get to the show. I didn't even want to read the sponsorship message today. I'm just free flowing today. That all right? And then also, guys, bear with me. My allergies acting up. I'm breathing through my mouth. I'm talking a lot. So bear with me. If y'all hear me breathing like I got asthma, y'all know what's up. Okay. So bear with me. Also, the last thing, guys, that I want to talk about, actually, 2 more points of order, actually. So if we hit 50 likes on the show today, guys, check this out. If we hit 50 likes on the show, we're giving away the Ultimate Beast Flex system. All right. That's my Beast Flex defensive system. You get all 4 playbooks, okay? All 4 playbooks, the 4-4 Reaper defense, which we're going over today, the 4-2-5 Ring of Fire defense, the 6-2 Savage defense, and the 5-3 Juggernaut defense. And oh my God, we're already halfway there. We are at 25 likes so far. So shout out to you guys already. So we're at 25 likes. If we hit 50 likes, we're giving away a copy of the Ultimate Beast Flex system. Check it out though. If we compound this and hit 60 likes, I'm giving away another one. We hit 70 likes, I'm giving away another one. 80 likes, giving away another one, so on and so forth. So you have multiple chances. You control your destiny by hitting that like button. Also, TikTok fam, Instagram fam, if y'all want to be a part of the giveaway, come on over to the YouTube side, hit the like button, subscribe, all right? And you'll be in the pickings for the giveaway. All right, last thing, guys. Last thing before we get to it today. Rep your squad, guys. Look, I am about to change up the scenery on the show. And so I want a jersey from your team so it can be a part of the core of the show. Okay. I want it in the background. I want it a part of the whole, set that I'm creating. I want to rep Beast Nation. I want to rep you guys in the back because this is what it's all about. You guys are part of Beast Nation, and I want your team to be represented. Y'all hear me? So all I need you to do, if you're interested, is email me at beastoutyou@gmail.com, and I will give you the address I need you to send it to. I know some of you guys have already messaged me, and just bear with me. I'm going to message you back. I actually got a P.O. box that I'm waiting confirmation on, so I can just give to you guys. So I got to go to the post office and go through all the legalities there. And then I'm going to give y'all the P.O. box to send your jerseys to. So make sure you email me at beastoutyou@gmail.com if you want your team featured on the show, every show, with your jersey. All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's get to it. I'm sorry I had to go through all of the business stuff, but guys, let's get to why y'all on the show today. So let me start here, because this is something that has actually got on my nerves a little bit with some guys out here. So when Coach Cleves had done changed teams. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to hear about that one. But listen, guys, when I'm posting on Instagram, on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, there's always those coaches. How you gonna stop my spread offense with the 4-4 Reaper defense? Man, we'll eat that up, man. I hear that all the time. Get on my goddamn nerves. How you gonna stop my trips in the 4-4 Reaper defense? Dude, you trip in talking about how I'm gonna stop your trips. So guys, y'all are gonna run into people, ego-driven coaches who think their shit doesn't stink. And they're gonna come with all this, bravado and all of this confidence. We run empty. That 4-4 defense don't stand a chance. Get on my goddamn nerves, guys. So I'm gonna show you today how to play these teams, to run trips, to run empty, to run duo, 2x2s. And how many of you guys, let me ask you guys this in the comments. How many of you guys are in a league where a lot of teams like to try to run the spread, right? Let's say they like to run like 3x1s, 2x2s, 2x1s. Just put me in the comments. I want to get a feel of everybody. Want to get a good feel of everybody real quick. Let's see. And shout out to Instagram, guys. Shout out, they banned me on Instagram for a year. So now I got to get, I'm getting everybody back warmed up. I went to Instagram prison. I did my time. I got my tattoos. I got my prison tattoos from Instagram prison. And so, I appreciate y'all rocking with me and coming back and all of that good stuff. So a lot of y'all are in a league where teams run the spread. And it's so important to make sure, guys, that you're in a position to where you know how to play the spread and you understand the psychology of these coaches who are running the spread. It's super important. The good news is I'm an offensive-minded coach, and I know a lot about how offensive-minded coaches think when running the spread, guys. I've ran it all. Don't get me twisted now. A lot of y'all found me when I was talking about the Beast offense a lot and all of that. And y'all probably know me more for talking power football, but don't get it twisted. Coach Beast is a multiples guy. I will score on your ass running spread. I will score on your ass running RPOs. I go run and gun on your ass. I can cook you in different ways. Don't get it twisted. Coach B's got gears, okay, for days in this football game. So the number one thing, guys, I want to go over before we get into the X's and O's is understanding the psychology of the spread and understanding how you need to respond as a coach when it comes down to the spread offense, okay? So principle number one, guys, don't let the spread empty your box, okay? Do not let the spread offense empty your box, fluster you, have you freaked out, and you got all your players playing outside of the box. In other words, you don't want to make the mistake of playing just man coverage and freaking out, okay? What you want to do, number one, pre-snap, let's identify the numbers. In other words, let's see what's going on. Do we have trips? Do we have 2x2 going on? Are they 3x1? Are they going empty? Right? It's so important to identify that. Once you identify that, and don't worry, guys, I'm gonna kind of reiterate on these things once we get into the X's and O's of things. But once you identify the formation that they're in, now you're able to get your kids positioned properly. Okay. If they're running trips, all you got to do trips. Guys, trips. If they're running duo or 2x2s, duo. Right? But these are things that you guys must be repping at practice before the game. If you don't rep this crap, this is why I'm a big, advocate for scrimmage at practice. You want to simulate situational football so your kids are not going crazy and overthinking, and now you're getting cooked. Okay. Number two, you want to be able to adjust, and I'm going to show y'all how to adjust in the 4-4 Reaper defense in a minute, but you want to be able to adjust without destroying your defensive frame. Because what's going to happen is most of these guys want you to get your guys out of the box, spread you out, and they want to cook you in the open field one-on-one. Think about it this way. In power football, we're trying to beat you with numbers in the box, right? But in spread, we're trying to beat you with numbers outside the box in space. Y'all got that? That's the difference here. So your goal is to not get exploited when they are trying to spread you out. Okay? It's just like this, guys. Just like this. You know, in my single days, you go on a date with a young lady. And by the way, this feels very uncomfortable, especially since my wife is over here on the other side of the studio, but let's talk about it. Go on a date with a young lady. You know what I'm saying? Have a good time. Then that young lady, she get y'all loosey-goosey. Get y'all loose. And then, you know, if I may say this without getting blocked on TikTok, especially, you know, you try to spread, you know, let's say she try to get you on the bed and spread you out on the bed, right? You don't want to take the bait. You got to use protection you got to use protection, right? You got to have protection, especially at the top, right? So when you're running the spread, it's the same thing. You got to have protection up top. And we're going to talk about how to protect the back end when you are running the spread. Hey, man, Miss B, I just feel the energy of Miss B's right now. And I'm like, let me bag out of this while I'm ahead, you know. And yeah, y'all say I'm using my Bill Cosby voice. What you want to do? You want to get them? No, I don't want to go there. Bill Cosby got heat on him, so I don't want that heat. So understand, guys, you want to adjust without destroying the 4-4 defense, okay? And then this is the big one, okay? This is the big one. You want to protect the run first. Why do you want to protect the run first, guys? Pop quiz. Why do you want to protect the run first? Statistically speaking, how often does the average youth football team run? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Sound off in the comments. Let's see if y'all remember. Now, if y'all new to the show, you know, no worries. Don't feel pressure to answer this, but we got a lot of faithful on here. I see y'all TikTok fam. TikTok over here on fire. I see you, Coach Kevin. I see you, Day Day. I see you, Coach Shep. There we go. I see y'all Instagram. Let's talk about it. I see you, DJ. I see you, Mills, Coach Mills. I see you, Coach Jack. Y'all know, let's get it. Let's go. So the average youth football team 85% of the time. Okay. Regardless of what formation they're in. You got to understand that. You cannot allow yourself to get flustered when these teams are trying to spread you out. Because they still going to run the ball 80 to 85% of the time. So it's imperative for you guys to protect the run. You got to protect the run, okay? And again, I'm trying not to get ahead of myself, but you don't want to allow yourself to come out the box. Now you're getting gashed in the middle between the guards and tackles. Because that's what they'll do, okay? And y'all going to see the diagrams and all of that stuff in a minute, okay? So before we go any farther, y'all be sure, if y'all getting value from the show, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button right now, guys. We got a lot of people on the show. Today. We should hit 50 likes in like 5 minutes. So be sure to hit that like button, because if we hit 50 likes, I'm giving away a free copy of the Beast Unleashed Playbook Bundle. Okay, guys? Hit that like. I'm cooking, y'all. And guess what? I'm just warming up. I'm just warming up. I mean, I just, the grill, the hibachi grill is hot, it's warm. I just put the oils on, right? And now we finna really cook. What y'all want? Y'all want steak or chicken? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Put steak or chicken or both. Steak, chicken, or both. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Y'all want steak or chicken? Instagram fan, let me know. TikTok fan, let me know. What y'all want? Y'all want steak or chicken? Coach Kevin says both. Let's see. We got a lot of both. Okay. I'm a both kind of guy. Coach Marv says steak. Got you, Coach Marv. Coach Lucho says switching between YouTube and Insta. That's cool. I like it. So we got some steak and chicken, guys. We got, let's see, Coach Worthy said he want extra garlic butter. I got you, brother. I got you. So I'm cooking. I'm finna really cook this thing up for you guys. Okay. So point of order number 2, guys, understand this. The way we stop teams that run trips is we play zone against trips. As a matter of fact, we play zone against all these different looks. And I'm going to show you how we play zone against all these different looks in a sec. Okay. We use cloud looks and sky looks. Okay. Cloud and sky looks. Again, I'm gonna get into it in a minute. I know y'all like, man, what the freak is cloud and sky? I'm gonna get to it. Because our goal when these teams try to spread us out, we want to keep everything underneath, because what a lot of spread teams like to do is they want to get matchups in space, and they want to also hurt you with the explosive play. So what zone allows you to do is to be able to create a shell at the third level and keep everything underneath. Now, it's going to be the job of your team, though, okay, to be able to make the tackle if they catch the ball. We don't care about them catching the ball, especially in quick game, if we there to headhunt and make the tackle. All right. I don't mind them catching a bubble screen if we're able to stop them for a 1 yard or 2 yard gain, 3 yards tops. We don't mind that. We take that as a run play. But what I do care about is getting burned for a big passing play, a go route, skinny post, wheel route. That's what I care about. So we play to keep everything in a shell, in a bubble. Okay, and I'm going to show y'all how we do that in a sec. We make them earn. Check this out. We make them earn every single freaking yard. I got a saying, guys. My saying is, if you beat us, you're going to have to beat us in the air, because you sure as damn is not going to beat us running the ball. So we want to shut down the running game and force them to pass the ball. We want to force them in our hands. We expecting them to pass the ball. So think about it this way, guys. If a team is running the ball 80 to 85% of the time, and you shut down the running game, right? And force them to pass the ball, what do you really think their chances are of beating you? Think about it. I'm going to say it again. If a team is used to running the ball 80 to 85% of the time, but you didn't shut down their running game, now they're forced to beat you passing the ball. What do you really think the chances are of them beating you passing the ball if that's not their wheelhouse? That's not their core plays. That's not their base. So we want them to play our game. We don't want to play their game. Coach Shep said 15%. And guess what? 15% is assuming that they are just perfect with pass, like they are crushing us passing, right? So that stat go down even lower because it's not their wheelhouse. So our whole philosophy, guys, is to shut down their running game, force them to become a pass-oriented team. And that's when we're able on defense to really get turnovers, and hopefully score some points, making it even easier for our offense and also blow the game open. That's what we want to do. We want to blow that game open, right? And here's the last principle before we get into the X's and O's. Pressure the spread. Don't just sit back and defend it. This is the mistake that a lot of guys make. This is the biggest mistake I see youth football coaches make against the spread. You know why? You want to know why coaches, and I'm not calling nobody out of talking shit. Not yet, anyway. The reason why a lot of coaches ask, how do you stop trips in the 4-4 defense? Because everybody's sitting here waiting to see what the offense does. Everybody's sitting there waiting until the quarterback pass the ball to whoever they're going to pass it to. Don't do that. Put pressure on that quarterback. Make the quarterback make fast decisions. You got to keep the pressure on. Okay? And I'm going to show y'all how to keep the pressure on. You want to attack where the offense is vulnerable. And I'm here to tell you, every offense got a vulnerability. I don't care how good they are. They can be, look, I usually have the best blocking team in my league, and I take pride in it. But I always have one kid that can't get right. And I just hope that can't get right. Okay? He may be able to block, but he may have that moment or that day where he just goofy. So don't get it twisted. I don't care how good a team is. There are weaknesses. And it's your job to attack where they are vulnerable. You got to get to the head of the snake, especially in the spread, guys. Check this out. The spread is definitely vulnerable because with the spread offense, it's very reliant on that quarterback to be able to manage that game and navigate. If you cut the head off the snake, they are in trouble. And then the last principle here is, and I'm ready to get to these X's and O's, is the last principle here is you want to teach your guys to rally to the ball. They got to be able to rally to the ball. Do not have your kids over here trying to play just contain, ball get to them. So who gonna get them? You gonna get them? You gonna get them? No, get to the ball carrier. Squirm the ball carrier. It's super important. Okay? You don't want to play soft football. You want to rattle that quarterback. You want to make that quarterback uncomfortable because as you begin to make, as that quarterback begin to get comfortable and settled in and he just dumping it off, playing quick game and intermediate game, now you're getting cooked because the quarterback comfortable. We want to send pressure at the quarterback. And I'm going to show you how. All right, guys. So this is this is not the end of the clinic segment per se, but we're about to get to the X's and O's of things. And I'm going to show y'all guys visually how we go against teams that run the spread. Okay. But do me a solid. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Okay. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Super Rogue, thank you, man, for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you so much. He says, what happens when you run up against a team? Let me see. Run up against a team that actually passes. We have one in our league that legit passes 50 to 60%, and they're good. You still play your game. You still play your game. You got to play your game. You cannot let them get you off your game. Because again, My philosophy, look, if I'm playing against a team, guys, that pass the ball 50, 60% of the time, okay, that's cool. My goal is still to shut down their running game, and they're going to have to beat us passing the goddamn ball. You're not going to beat us running the goddamn ball. So if they're good, okay, you said they're good at passing the ball. That tells me automatically their quarterback is good. They got a good quarterback. He know how to give the ball to his playmakers and facilitate that, right? So that quarterback is going to be a wanted man in my defense. My snipers are going to have a hit out on that quarterback. Because I know if they're good at passing that ball, they're a 60-40 team or 50-50 team run pass ratio. If I got that quarterback off his game, he's going to start making mistakes. And so he's going to be a wanted man. I'm attacking the head of the snake. I'm putting pressure on that quarterback. And then guess what? The same thing going to begin to happen. He's going to start making mistakes when he's rattled, when he's taken out of that mental game. All right. Great question, though, man. Thank you for that super chat, Super Rogue. Appreciate you. Great question. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do as we go along here is we're going to do kind of a rolling Q&A because I see y'all got questions. Y'all coming with it. Y'all are coming with it today. I love it. I love it. So I'm going to break this down, but I'm going to try to answer questions as we go here. Okay, guys? Is that all right? Again, I got the hibachi going. And now I'm just going to throw, hey, you know how you be at the hibachi and they throw the steak in your mouth or the chicken in your mouth? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just throw it in your mouth. Boom, 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 boom. All right. That's what we're going to do. But do me a solid. Be sure to hit that like button, guys. We are at 47 likes. We have 47 likes. Guys, we only need 3 more likes, and I will be giving away a free copy of the Beast Unleashed Playbook Bundle today. And look, I think we can actually hit about 80 or 90 likes today. I really believe that. I think we can hit 80 or 90 likes. That means that I will give away a hell of a lot of playbooks today. And y'all going to be stretching me because I didn't put no questions. I have to like come at the top of the dome with it. But we can hit 80, 90 likes easy on the show today. We have 49 likes. We hit 50. 52 likes. Shout out to you guys. So we're at 52 likes. So we are giving away a free copy of the Beast Unleashed, not Beast Unleashed, the Ultimate Beast Flex system today. And check this out, guys. If we hit 60 likes, I'm giving away another one. So don't stop. Don't stop hitting that like button. If we hit 70 likes, I'm giving away another one. 80, I'm giving away another one. 90, I'm giving away another one. 100, I'm giving away another one. So let's get it popping, guys. All right. So let's get to it. Let's get to this X's and O's here, guys. So this is the 4-4 Reaper defensive playbook that I'm going to be using. And I want to break down a few things before we get into the actual plays, okay? So one thing about it, when it comes down to running the 4-4 Reaper defense, is that we got an enforcer side and we got a sniper side, okay? We got an enforcer side and a sniper side. And again, we got a lot of people watching on TikTok. Y'all can't see the diagram here. If you want to see the diagram, come on over to YouTube, okay? Come to YouTube if you want to see the X's and O's and all of that. Just look up Coach Beast or Coach Beast Live, and you will see us live on the show, okay? Y'all, man, we are deep over there on TikTok, Miss Beast. Yeah, we're pretty deep. I think all the Instagram that came over here. So I love it. So again, we got an enforcer side and a sniper side. Our enforcer side is on the strong side, okay? And our sniper side is usually on the weak side, or we like to call the speed side, okay? Now, typically on the enforcer side, what do the enforcers do? They enforce. They're your most aggressive guys. They're going to make the most tackles. Your sniper side, These are the guys that's going to 9 times out of 10 get the most sacks, tackles for loss. Okay. So I want to lay that out as we go along here. Okay. Very important. Now, the sniper side usually, and I'm kind of putting in y'all mind the kind of kids I like to put on the sniper side so you can kind of know what I'm talking about. Usually the snipers are very fast, very quick. Personality wise, they may be like an introvert. They quiet. I always refer to JB because JB was the best sniper I ever had. And he was quiet as a church mouse. We'll be in games and we keep seeing number 23 back there. I'm like, who in the hell is that? It was JB. JB was so quiet at practice making tackles and stuff. He just do what he do and walk back. He don't celebrate or nothing. He just hit you and go. I think he came from a family of mimes. I think he came from a family of mimes. He'll hit you, just get up, just walk back. You be like, good job, JB. Get up. He don't make eye contact. He just get up, walk. Yeah. That was JB. JB didn't say nothing. Right? But he was a hell of an outside linebacker. He was a hell of a sniper. Okay? So, Coach Jay said, my son like that. I'm telling you, those kids are usually your snipers. Your enforcers are your alpha dogs, your apex predators, the kids that's the bullies. They the ones out there, man, hey, coach, man, I'm so right, man, coach, man, I'm ready to hit somebody, man. Hey, man, you be like, man, what's going on, Johnny, man, little Johnny? How was school today? Man, it's straight, man. I got in-school detention, man. Man, what'd you do, man? Man, that teacher, man, came to me, man, told me to do my work, man. I told him, man, you better not say nothing to me. He better not say nothing else to me, and then he took me to the principal office, This is the kid that, just alpha, maybe a little crazy, right? Maybe a little bully a little bit. You have to kind of pull back. But your enforcers are the dudes, the kids that are straight crazy, okay? How many of y'all got some crazy kids on your team? And I know some of y'all like, don't call them crazy. Man, crazy ass kids. Okay? This football, we've been doing, when you coach as long as I coach, you've seen it all. You got the crazy kids, you got your quiet kids, you got your quiet crazy kids, you got your crazy kids, but really it's more ego and bravado. You got them all. You got your smart kids, you got your not so smart kids. Yo, come on, man. It's football, right? So what you want to make sure you do, put your enforcers on this strong side, put your snipers on the speed side. Okay. So now since we got that out the way, so Coach Beast, how do you stop the trips? Coach Beast, let me know. Coach Beast, how do you stop the trips? I'm glad you asked. So let's say a team is lined up in a trips. Let's see. Let's say they lined up in something like this. Okay. Something like this, or let's see. Let's do some. You will see this a lot, something like this, something nasty, something funky, right? You will see something funky like that. And so what you want to understand is what's going on in this situation. What the hell is going on in this situation? Usually when a team is running trips, and I'm putting y'all on game, y'all be sure to say this. Usually when a team is running some kind of trip set, they're trying to either get the ball off on the bubble screen and then have blockers out in the perimeter. Okay, that's one. Or they're trying to get ISO with a good receiver they have, and they want to burn your corner in man coverage, okay, on a go route. It can be a post route. Whatever route they go over at practice, they're trying to burn you with their X, okay? Or they're trying to do this. They're trying to spread you out. Let me spread these guys out. They want you freaking out. They want all your guys spread out. And guess what they're going to do? They're just going to hand it off to the running back up the middle between the guards. They're just going to give it to him. And then he's so open, once he get to the second level, he's just going to make a move and he gone. Or if they got a really good dual threat quarterback, they'll have the running back lead block through the guards and the quarterback just run QB power on y'all ass and gas you. How many of you guys have been burnt by one of those three things that I just said? Let me know. How many of you guys have been burnt? Don't be ashamed. Ain't no shame in it. That's why we here on the show today, right? It's not no shame in it. How many of you guys have been burnt already by teams that like to run trips? I'll tell you another thing. While y'all typing that, I'll tell you another thing that they like to do. Y'all see this trips, okay? Y'all see the trips. Another thing they'll do is they will run a halfback screen or a toss and just have three blockers out in the perimeter blocking. And their hope is they want to beat you with the numbers game. Y'all see that? They'll beat you with the numbers game. And guess what? If they see that you got too many guys over here, they'll do the opposite. They'll do a quick toss to this kid, or they'll do a halfback screen to that speed side to this kid, and they got numbers. Especially if this running back is very fast and shifty, they will try to cook your ass. Okay? If they know this kid is fast and shifty, they'll get him the ball and just let him cook. I call those kids the Barry Sanders types. Okay? So when you see this trips look, fret not. Understand what's going on. So now let's talk about how do we defend against trips? What do we do in a trip set when we see this going on? Okay. This is what we do. First and foremost, we're playing a cover 3 look. What's hurting a lot of you guys, y'all playing man coverage. You only teach your kids how to play man. And that's what's getting y'all cooked. Because when your kids see trips, they're freaking out because they like, well, do I stay on the same man? Because there's a lot of them over here, coach. Right? Play cover 3. Have your cornerbacks play the deep thirds on their side. And then you're going to have your free safety play the deep middle third. But if they're in trips, what I want you to do is have your free safety just kind of cheat over, okay? He's still playing the deep thirds, but he's just cheating over just a little bit, okay? Just in case they're trying to do some kind of crazy go route. You don't want them all over here. See, this what cooks some of y'all. Y'all have y'all free safety come down, and he playing some kind of man coverage. You cooked. You playing cover 0. You don't want that to happen. Okay? You just want him to cheat over. He's still playing cover 3. Okay? He's your hawk. Okay? He's the guy that guards the room, the back of the room. Okay? Super important. And I see you, Coach Jay, you said, what about quads? We're going to go through quads. We're going to go through it all. We're going to go through empty. Okay? And you're going to be surprised. Nothing really changes. Nothing really changes. So you're going to have your guys creep over, play cover 3. We got a shell going on. Okay? Your interior, this is very important principle, guys. Your interior linebackers, your Will and Mike, they are not to go out past those seams. Now, in the sky look, they're going to play the seams, okay? But understand this. We're not spreading them out. We ain't doing all of this. No. They're going to be thinking run first the whole time until somebody enters their zone. Y'all got that? It's super important not to allow yourself to get freaked out, not to allow, your players to get freaked out and they don't know what's going on. They're still going to key in on this quarterback, seeing what he's doing. Because again, that quarterback, he may just hand the ball off to the running back, and you don't want to get caught where your middle linebackers are like 5-6 yards off, and this kid just hit a seam and he's gone, right? You want to keep these guys in those seams, okay? Super important. Now, and this is super important too, guys. And listen, I'm cooking. If y'all getting value, be sure to hit that like button. Hit that like button if y'all getting value. I'm gonna go over quads. I see some of y'all questions and all of that good stuff. So what you want to do with the outside linebackers. Now, this is where the guys got a little more flexibility, okay? Your money, we call him money or star, whatever you want to call him. What we teach him is if they in this lineup, if they throw the ball on the bubble screen, you go downhill. Okay? You go downhill, you create chaos, and you create havoc. You're going to have help, backside help on the flow. Okay? So he's a disruptor in this situation. Okay? But let's say, okay, we got him playing the flats, right? But let's say they trying to do something like this. They try to do like a pick route where this kid coming across, let's say this kid runs like a wheel, outside release. Okay. He's not flustered by this route right here because this kid, when he come across, he's going to our middle linebackers. Y'all see that? If he was playing man, now we in trouble. If he was playing man, he's following this kid. And guess what? They could just throw the ball to this kid and the kid can cook. You see that? This is why I don't like man that much, especially against spread. Okay? But if this kid go across, we're expecting that Mike to cover him, okay? Our outside linebacker is still keying in on this slot receiver, right? Because if he gets the ball, guess what? We got a good shot, a good angle, and all of that. Y'all got that? That makes sense? If that makes sense, put a 1 in the comments. Just let me know. Let me know if everything's making sense. All right? I know we going trips right now. And really, if I had to be honest, the principles don't change regardless of what you see. Okay? The key is knowing what the hell to do when you're doing it. All right? So let's go back out. Let's bring it back out. Let's say they go quads. Okay. Let's say they do something crazy with quads. I don't know. Let me make up some shit. Let's see. We used to do a quads look, right? Back in the day. Actually had a quads formation. Okay. Let me see how I used to have my quads set up back in the day, y'all. We'd do a quads, right? Kind of just, freak out teams with quads. You know what we did with quads, y'all? I'm gonna tell you what we did with quads. This kid right here, we'll have him go around, get the ball on the rocket toss, and have 4 blockers out in the perimeter. That's what we did with quads. If y'all see quads, Let me zoom in. I want y'all to see my face. I want y'all to see this handsome guy right here that's talking to you, that's cooking up some stuff for you. If you see quads, understand this. They are trying to throw the ball to somebody and have blockers out in the perimeter 90% of the time. Y'all got that? They just want to get the ball to one or two people, or let's say three people. I'm going to show. I'm a cheat code today. I'm telling you, they're going to try to throw the ball to the back guy right here and have three blockers out at the point of attack. Okay, three blockers at the point of attack instead of two, because if you in trips, if it's trips, they got two. If they in quads, they got three. They'll throw the ball to this kid, and now they got just blockers right out front. CD Smug, listen, TikTok fam, if y'all want to see the diagram, come on over to the YouTube side, okay? Just look up Coach Beast. You'll see us live on the show. You will see the diagram there, okay? I know TikTok, you guys can't see the diagram unless you come on over to YouTube. When you come over to YouTube, be sure to hit that like button for me and subscribe, okay? I'll see y'all over there. Okay. So, again, just have in your mind, when you see quads, don't go ape shit. Don't freak out. All right? They're just trying to get the ball to this guy and have somebody running behind them, okay? Number two, what they're trying to do, this is a good player they got. They trying to do the same shit they do in trips. They trying to get ISO, and they're trying to get the ball to this guy in ISO. Now, one of you guys mentioned this earlier. You got to be careful not to get cooked with an RPO. Okay? And we finna talk RPOs in a sec. And I'm gonna tell y'all how to defend against RPOs in a sec. Because that's super goddamn vital. Okay. I'm not worried about these bubble screens and these organic looks. I'm worried about RPOs more than anything else. Now, we played a team, guys, Tornadoes. I always refer to him because I got so much respect for the coach in that program, how he ran it. Is that this guy played college ball, and he decided to coach a youth football team because his son played, and they ran spread, they ran RPOs, and they was good as hell. They were super good. And shout out to you guys. I see we are at 60 likes. Shout out to you guys. So that means that we're giving away 2 copies of the Ultimate Beast Flex system. So congratulations. Okay. So, this Tornadoes team, man, they cooked us. I won't lie. They cooked us. This was like back in the day when RPOs was like just kind of becoming the norm and the regular, right? And they literally, let me go to 2x2s real quick. Let's go to 2x2s. And it's funny because he started getting frustrated with me because I started calling out the plays before they ran it. Because I was so in awe of this guy. I'm like, what the hell is he running? What is he doing? And then, I start stumbling upon RPOs, right? So in an RPO situation, or let's say a team running 2x2s. And I agree with who said this? Let me see. I want to give credit to where credit is due. Coach Lucho, he says 2x2 is where we have issues, coach. Okay. This is where I would say a team is more dangerous when they're running 2x2s. Can anybody tell me in the comments why is a 2x2 formation so freaking dangerous? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. And shout out to you guys. We're at 63 likes. I'm telling you, I think this is a day we're going to hit about 80 likes. I really believe it. And I'm telling y'all, TikTok fam, if y'all want to see this, look, I love y'all over here on TikTok. I love y'all over here. But I'm cooking over here on YouTube. If y'all want to see this diagram, come on over to YouTube. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Come on, guys. Let me know, why are 2x2 formations so freaking dangerous? Coach Marv says because it's balanced. That's a good answer. Because it's balanced. Elmo's World, I love that name. He said less in the box to stop the run. Oh, that's a good one too. That's a good answer too. Let's see. Coach Jones says they have too many options. Good answer. Coach Miller says their best athletes on your linebackers, cornerbacks, also space, putting their best athletes in space to create plays. That's good. That's good. Coach Matthew says even number on both sides. Coach Jay says they can hit a slant, wheel routes, somebody open. Okay. Thank y'all for that. Thank y'all for that. See, JJ Brother says, do I have a link for YouTube? Miss Beast, you think you can get a link for the TikTok?
Yeah, for the YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to send it over.
All right, Miss Beast's going to try to send that link over to you guys. Now, TikTok kind of funny with links. So if she drop a link, look, if she get blocked out of there, I'm coming for you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She's going to try to drop the link, but if it doesn't work, just go over to YouTube and just look up Coach Beast. You know, you'll see us live. All right. So a lot of y'all answers are spot on. Okay. All of y'all answers really spot on. Okay. What's dangerous about a 2x2 set is that they can hide their best players in different spots, and you don't really know who the best player is. Okay. If they got multiple good players, okay, you got to really have a lot of integrity and discipline. Okay. Super important. Because they could, and I'm gonna lay out some scenarios. Let me start with the RPOs. Okay. Let me start with the RPOs here. If your outside linebacker blitzes, and this is what happened to us when we played that tornado team. If your outside linebacker blitzes, that triggers this quarterback to get the ball to that slot receiver on a quick slant. Y'all got that? Usually it's going to be a quick slant, some kind of dig route, but they're gonna get it. They're gonna get the ball to one of these slot guys. Now, I can tell you based off of experience, they're gonna keep this running back in a pistol. You don't know which way his ass going. Okay. Let's say he fakes the ball here. He'll fake the ball. All he's doing is reading. He's reading your outside linebacker to see if this guy's going to go. If this guy's going to go, he's going to pass the ball to the slot receiver. 9 times out of 10. Now, depending on, the kind of route they're doing, they may do a bubble screen. They'll do a bubble. They'll do a quick slant. They may do some kind of hook. Whatever they do, they're going to try to give it to him. What you need to do, and this is why the sky look is so important. Okay, y'all hear me on this. The sky look is super important when you're going against duo, because what you want to teach your guys to do is to stay freaking put until he know who gets the ball. In duo, stay put. If he stays put, 9 times out of 10, the quarterback is just going to hand the ball off to the running back. Okay? He's going to hand the ball off to the running back, or he's going to try to run QB power. Y'all got me. What got us cooked back in the day was we would, we'd do some kind of blitz, right? we'll do like, let's say, let me see. We'll do like, let's just say Alabama blitz, right? And we're trying to get to the quarterback with our outside linebackers. Well, guess what? That's not a good move when you're going against a team, you know what I'm saying, that's running duo. Because if they're running the RPOs, they can just get the ball to this, pass the ball in a quick slant. This kid get the ball, he gone. It's going to be up to your free safety to make the stop, and that's going to be tough. Y'all got me. But again, understand, you got to be smart. You can't oversell. You still want to send players, though. Here's the thing. You still remember our principle earlier, right? You still want to send pressure at the quarterback, right? So you said, man, Coach Beast, man, how in the world, man, how you send that pressure, man? Like, what do you do? What do you do, Coach Beast, to send pressure, right? What we do in these situations is we start calling audibles and signals pre-snap, okay? So let's say we're in our sky look. I call it sky. Right? Sky. The kids know. We got duo, sky. Let's go sky, guys. Let's go sky. So they know their assignments, right? In sky. Now, what I would say to my middle linebackers, check this out. I'm sending one of them. This is my captain. This is his nickname. We call him Captain. This is Wingman. That's his nickname. So what I'll do is, if I see this 2x2 and they've been running it, and I see that, oh, okay, they slot receiver on let's say the enforcer side, he just a decoy. This kid a decoy. He don't know what the hell he doing, right? He just a decoy. Okay. So I'm going to have captain. I'm going to say captain. And I'm going to say Alabama. Captain, Alabama. If I call Alabama the captain, what does that signal? I'm quizzing y'all. What does that signal if I say captain, Alabama? Let me know in the comments. Man, I am cooking, y'all. This is a master class today. It's a master class. Let me know. If I call captain, which is my mic, right? And I say Alabama, what is he doing? I want to know. Let's see if y'all know. I see y'all Instagram. What is he doing? Let me know. Exactly. We had 70 likes. Yep. Shut the front door. Congratulations, guys. So that means we're giving away 3 copies of the Ultimate Beast Flex system today. Y'all right. Okay, so let me make this a little bigger. So if I say Captain Alabama, what that means is he's going to blitz the A gap. Exactly. So understand that when you're spread out, right? You're spread out. You got 2x2s going on here, right? You got to be careful. You can't sail the whole house. You can't sail the whole house because this look is extremely balanced. Like extremely balanced. And you can't allow yourself to overcompensate here. You'll get cooked. You can't play, you got to be careful not play man here because your corner will get cooked. Right? You got to be careful not to sell out too hard here or here because they can just toss the ball or they can do anything they want. They can just halfback screen, pass the ball. Me personally, if you're running the 4-4 Reaper and they go 2x2s, to me, that's the most difficult formation to defend against. I know everybody talk about trips. Trips is easy to me. Like trips is like, I mean, predictable. They line up, they line up in trips, and I'm like, that's it. Hey, but when they line up in 2x2s, I'm like, okay, let me put my hat down. Let me see. Let me get, let me analyze. Let me see what the hell, where they best players at. What did they subject to do? Okay. Another thing too, I want to make mention of that I forgot to make mention. If they are in like a duo, 2x2, right? Make sure your free safety, make sure he stays neutral. Okay. Let him stay neutral. Okay. Now, if they line up in trips or some shit like this, you can have them go over slightly. I say like over guard or between guard and tackle, kind of in a 3-tech. Of course, not a 3-tech on the line, but just between the guard and tackle at the third level. Okay. And just have them like that. If they do, same thing. If they do some kind of quad shit, same thing. Okay. That's what you want to do. So listen, guys, if y'all got any questions so far, please drop them in the comments. I'm going to take a quick break and answer some of y'all questions. As a matter of fact, while y'all getting y'all questions together, I'm going to take a quick restroom break and let y'all get those questions together. We're at 74 freaking likes. We may hit 80 likes today. I'm telling you, we may hit 100 today. It's a good chance we may hit 100 likes today. So absolutely phenomenal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick restroom break. While I'm on a restroom break, if you haven't hit that like button yet, go ahead and hit the like button. If you have a question based on what we're going over, go ahead and drop your questions. And if you want to see the diagram, this is your time to come on over to the YouTube side, okay? And be able to see the diagram and also be in it for the playbook giveaway as well, guys. So let's get it. I will be back shortly. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. And again, if you are new to the Beast Podcast, welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad that you are here. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because this is the #1 podcast for youth football coaches and also leadership. And I'm telling you, like, I'm so grateful for you guys because we're growing by leaps and bounds every week. We know we're kind of getting ready to enter into football season. I mean, we're here. We're here. And so, it's my goal for you guys to be successful. If y'all connected to us and Beast Nation, you're in Reaper Nation, man. We got a declaration to ourselves and to each other that we're going to be the best of the best in everything that we do as coaches. And it's my job as y'all tribal chief to put y'all in a position to be successful and be the standard in your league. That's my goal. That's my goal. So while y'all are coaching football, I'll be busy coaching volleyball and coaching you guys as well, of course, in the area of football. So y'all keep me deep in the game. And it's funny because people don't get it. Like, people just don't get the fact that when you are doing this content creation, you got to know more now than you did when you actually coached, because you're helping thousands of coaches around the world that need your help, need your leadership. And you need to be able to have an answer for them. And if you don't have an answer, it's like, okay, let me get back to you on that. So, like, literally, I study the game more now than I did when I coached, because this is a part of my job. This is what I do. Hey, fun fact, guys, and we're going to get back to it. Fun fact, my my landscaper. So a lot of y'all know I got a lake house. I got another house, a lake house. And I hired the guy who does the landscaping at my current home here. I hired him to do some work on my lake house. And he got a, awesome dude, amazing guy. I jump on a call with him and he's like, hey, wait a minute. Can you help me? I know you coach Beast, right? I'm like, yeah. In my head, I'm like, okay. Yeah. He was like, yeah, I'm coaching my son's youth team, 5th grade, 6th grade. He was like, man, could I talk to you? Like, can you help me with a few things? I'm like, yeah, man, I got you. And he said, man, these parents are something. He said, these parents are something else, man. How do you deal with these parents? How do you deal with them? How do you deal with them? And so we briefly kind of talked about that. And, I told him if he need anything, just let me know. But it just lets you know, like, I don't take my job lightly, because anybody I interact with, anybody I talk to, like, a lot of you guys I know watch the show, but y'all silent, y'all don't come in and then, but y'all watch the show and all of that good stuff. And I be, minding my business out in public, and y'all say, oh, hey man, you coach Beast, you coach, and I'm just glad that I'm able to help you guys. I love it when y'all walk up to me and say, hey man, you helped me. You helped my son. My son looks up to you. My son follows, that shit is hella fulfilling for me. And so I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart with giving me the ability to share my knowledge with you guys and give me a platform to be able to give as much as I can to you guys so you can be successful and give to your kids as much as you can. So thank you. All right, guys. So enough of this soft stuff. Enough of this soft stuff. Let's get to some questions. Shout out to NB for the super chat, the 2 jewels. I'm still trying to learn the jewels and stuff, but thank you so much, brother, for this super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss B says we're at 80 freaking likes. We are at 80 likes. So, man, congratulations, man. We're giving away 4 copies of the Beast Flex system today. God damn. Can we get to 100 today? Can we do 100? Because if we get to 100, what's that? Five copies? I don't know no more, man. My math is off. Can we do 100 today? All right. So let's get to some questions. Let's get to some questions here. Let's see. Alex Pham says, I'm a chill parent. Head coach is awesome. Head coach isn't here this week. Other coaches, 3, have encouraged the new kids who have never played football. I am going to coach next year. Any tips? Okay. First of all, congratulations. I'll say this to you. Usually a sign that you need to coach is when you see other coaches stinking it up really bad. Either you need to coach or find another team that aligns with your values. And my biggest advice to you is, number one, binge watch, learn as much as you can. Binge watch my content. There's other creators too. I'm not one of those people that like, oh, you mine, you ain't going nowhere. Everybody else suck. Everybody else do this, blah, 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 blah. No, like be a student of the game. Understand if you do head coach, I always say it's 90% leadership, 10% football, but focus on the fundamentals. I always tell my new guys, focus on having the best blocking team and tackling team in your league. That's going to take care of most of your major issues. Okay. And then you want to focus on being extremely fundamentally sound as a coach. Okay. Now, I'm here to tell you, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong or teach me, but I can tell you this for a fact. If you want your kids fundamentally sound, you got to teach them discipline. A lot of guys are afraid to discipline and hold their kids accountable. You got to teach discipline, because if these kids not disciplined, they're going to screw you, and they're going to screw themselves in the game. Little Johnny fumbling the ball, and you at practice like, oh, it's all right, man. We'll get him next time. He's fumbling. Oh man, you're getting a little bit better. Let's do it again. Then when the game started, he fumbled the ball and calls y'all the game. You're gonna be mad, punching the wall and throwing your hat like a frisbee across the field. I know it because I've been there before. Okay, hold these kids accountable, because you're gonna play like how you practice. You're gonna play like how you practice. So that's super important. Let's see. All right. Coach Robert said, what do you think about running a 4-3 at the 9 and 10U level? I mean, I really don't have a problem with it. I mean, it's all about what are they running in your league? I don't teach the 4-3 defense. I like running, one high safety. The benefits of running the 4-3, you got 2 high safeties. But, for me, I go off of, what I've done for so long that it's worked. And what we do is we'll run the 4-4 defense. And if we have to flex the defense, we'll flex it into a 4-2-5 defense or a 6-2 defense. Or you can run a 5-3 defense as an alternative to the 6-2 defense. That's what I do. Of course, I'm not against the 4-3. I'm not against any, this is what I always say. Every formation work when it's used correctly, schematically, okay? My big question is, what do they run in your league that make you want to run a 4-3, 2 high safety? Because if you're in a league where they're running the ball 80, 85, 90% of the time, I'd rather have an extra guy down in the box and run 4-4 opposed to 4-3. I personally think, and it's just me talking, I personally think the 4-4 defense is the best defense for youth football. Me personally. Because it's so versatile. You can get a lot done in the 4-4. It's one of those balanced formations where you can stop most passing plays and stop most running plays. You know what I'm saying? But for the 10 to 20% of plays that you need to flex out of, you can flex into the 4-2-5, right? And that'll handle that. Or if you need to bring more beef up front on the front line, you can flex to the 6-2. It's a great formation for beginners. It's great formation for experienced teams because it's team-oriented football. And that's why I love the 4-4 more than any other formation on defense. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Any more questions, guys? Let's see. Hey, Miss Beast, where are we on likes? Oh man, we had 85 likes, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. 5 more likes, we'll be at 90, man. Y'all, I'm gonna have to create all kind of questions, man. Be pulling all out of my ass.
Yeah,
All right.
50 watching too.
Got 50 watching, man. Shout out to you guys. I see 55 on this end. Shout out to you guys. All right, Coach Jones want to know, what do you think of the 5-3 for a 50-50 pass run team? I wouldn't do it. If they are now, let me say this. If they are a legit team that pass the ball 50-50 and they're good at it, I'm running 4-4. I wouldn't run the 5-3 against a team that passed the ball a lot. And they're good at it. Because you may have too many men in the box, especially on the front line. You got a 5-man line and 3 linebackers. You know, if you got the 3 linebackers, you know, that's going to be tough because somebody's going to have to flex out depending on, you know, what they're running. And if you have to flex out both of your outside linebackers and you got 1 middle linebacker, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, Coach. All right. Let's get back to it. Guys. Let's see here. Y'all bear with me. And again, guys, if y'all getting value, be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already, because we are going to be giving away a free copy of the Ultimate Beast Flex system. Actually, we're giving away, I think 4 of them big boys, right?
Yeah, after 2 more likes, we're going to give away 5.
After 2 more likes, I'm giving away 5. Oh my God. Y'all finna make me work for real with the giveaway today. All right. I'm down. All right. So we talked about how to stop spread teams that's running trips empty. Also 2x2s, even quads. We talked about that. All right. And the biggest thing I want y'all to take from the principles that I'm teaching you guys is, don't allow yourself to get flustered and shook. Okay? When you line up in the 4-4 defense, I'm going to tell you what these teams going to see. Let me go up to it real quick. When you line up in the 4-4 defense against spread teams, I don't care if they run a 2x1 like you see here, they're going to say, oh, man, we could have cooked them. They don't know that you run in the Reaper defense. Okay? I always get coaches asking me, man, what separate the Reaper, the 4-4 Reaper from the regular 4-4? It's our style of play. We are extremely aggressive. We are extremely versatile, and we are masters of flexing and taking the souls of our offense. We want to take the will to win away from the teams we play. Okay? We do this by shutting down the running game first. Second, we want to cut the head off the snake. We want to shut down that quarterback. Then we want to shut down their best athlete, which is usually the running back. And then we want to win in the trenches. That's what we do. That's our 4 objectives. That's what makes the 4-4 Reaper so dynamic. We're not a contained defense. We are an attack defense. Okay? A lot of guys who run the traditional 4-4 defense, they like to play contained, which you can, and you can have success. But in my experience, you better not let them offenses, get their plays off. That's when you get cooked, and that's when you get in trouble. So just be mindful of that. So these guys, when you line up in the 4-4, they're going to see this defense, and they're going to get excited. Man, we're going to cook them. We're going to No, like, you got, number one, we haven't even talked about the cloud, but you got the cloud look, which will start to have those outside linebackers playing the hooks and curls, right? And then you got the sky look, is what we've been going over, which allows you to play every area of the field. And guess what? Check this out. What does this formation look like once you flex? If you bring your outside linebackers back, right? If you bring them back, what does this defense look like now? Let me know in the comments.
Babe, you're at 91 likes.
Shout out to you guys. We're at 91 likes, guys. Yep, man. We're going to hit 100 today.
Yeah.
We're going to hit 100 likes today, y'all. Let's break some records today, y'all. Let's see. Exactly, Jay. It's a 4-2-5. It's a 4-2-5. And that's what we do. Like if some of you guys was asking me, what do you do if, they are passing the ball 60-40 or 50-50? We just flex it to a 4-2-5. That's it. But if you notice, we don't change what we do. We just change our spacing a little bit. But we're still running Sky in 4-2-5. We got different blitz packages. And again, guys, remember this. If you're in Sky or Cloud, okay? If you're in Sky or Cloud, do not be afraid to blitz not both unless you see something. One of your interior linebackers. Have him be the headhunter, the sheriff, going after that quarterback. Okay? Especially if y'all do what I teach y'all, which is make sure your defensive line are monsters. You may be able to get somebody back there with your just with your front four. But send one extra guy at least to send pressure at that quarterback. So it forces him to either play fast and make a mistake, flush him out, or he's going to get sacked. What I would recommend is you use one of your snipers or your key sniper here, which is your wingman or your wheel. Have him wingman, Bama, wingman, Alabama. Okay. Wingman, Cali. Okay. Cali is just a C-gap blitz. Okay. Depending on the formation, he can go Delaware, but I usually don't go that wide out with the interior linebackers. Okay. All right, guys. So that's all I got. That's all I got, guys. So I hope y'all have gotten value, man, from this clinic segment. Do y'all have any questions as it relates to this before we move on to the giveaway? Because we're about to give away a lot of playbooks. But are there any questions? I want to make sure that, I'm able to answer anything related to this. I'm checking on TikTok, making sure I didn't miss anything. Hidden in Plain Sight says, I ran the 6.2 on Tuesday and it was wild, man. I appreciate the playbook. Man, shout out to you, brother, man. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you definitely had some success. Let's see. LTA podcast says, isn't trips just beast right wide? No, the trip, well, it's a variation of trips for sure. Like if you go beast like in the spread set, that's more of the traditional trips look, just with a little more spacing. The wide set, technically, yeah, but the wide set still is kind of positioned more for running dynamics, I would say, Coach. So great question. That's a great question. All right, let's see here. Coach Jay White says, how do you handle subbing kids in that really aren't ready to play? Great question. So let me pull this up real quick. So the way you handle players that ain't ready to play is you get them as many reps as possible to make sure they are ready to play. Okay. Just train them in one specific position. Okay. So when you need them to go in, they ready. They may not be a high impact player, but you got to make them good enough so they're not a liability to your team. Okay. And, you got to always kind of be intentional and have a system in place to where you sub these kids in to make sure they get enough reps, game time reps, because that shit matters. Okay. So usually we put in our second string at the beginning of the second quarter. We'll do it at the beginning of the third quarter. Okay. Now, the mistake that a lot of coaches make is they don't put their players in until the fourth quarter. And then by then it's too late. And you definitely don't want to sub one in when the game is critical and the kid haven't got no playing time. because y'all know what y'all gonna do. Y'all not gonna put that kid in. Just be like, oh, just deal with the parent. I just deal with the parent on the back end. And you don't have to do that. You can just sub them in a non-critical time of the game. In my experience, usually it's at the beginning of the second quarter. Let the kid get his reps in. Like if y'all got a league play minimum of 8 to 10 plays, put the kid in just 2 series of downs, and then his ass don't have to play no more. You know? So that's the best way to do it. Just be intentional. At the times you sub them in. All right, let's see. Coach Brian says, how do you handle subbing skill kids in when you have 12 kids and 5 are skill kids? Let me see. Let me read that again. How do you handle subbing skill kids in when you have 12 kids and 5 are skill? I mean, that's one of them situations where, hey, someone may have to play the whole game. Like I've had, like my first 5-6 years of coaching guys, I literally, I kid you not, I probably had 17, 18 kids tops. The first 3 years only had 15, 16. And most of them was skill. Like literally, I had teams where I only had 15 kids and 13 was skill kids. You just have to, what you have to do is teach them kids how to play as a unit, teach them the same thing, teach them how to block, teach them how to tackle. And then, with your best runners, quarterback, running back, the higher IQ kid, I put them at quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And then you just make sure your kids are fundamentally sound, because usually if you got I love small teams personally, because if you teach them kids how to execute and work hard, they'll outbeat these big teams. You know why? Because a lot of these big teams, the coaches struggle to develop all them players. It's hard to develop 45 kids on a youth football team. Because let's just be honest, a good 2/3 to 50% of them won't get the playing time that they need or the adequate amount of attention. So, I like 18 to 22 kids because I'm able to develop every single kid. I know every kid's going to get playing time. Every kid's going to get game time reps, a hell of a lot of practice reps, and they're going to be hard to stop. It's these teams that got, 45, 50 kids, no shade. It look hell of intimidating on the sideline until you get out there and realize that, guess what? It's only 11 men can be on that field at any given time. And if most of them kids not even really prepared to play, they just look scary. They just there for aesthetics. All right, let's see here. Coach Jackson, I knew y'all was going to come with some questions. Look, y'all coming with a lot of questions. I know I won't be able to get to all of them today, but if you got a critical neck bleed question, I strongly recommend you use Super Chat so I can get to it, okay? So I don't want to miss a critical question, but our time is starting to fly, and guess what? I'm a coach now. I got to get ready. I got evaluations to go to. We actually doing evaluations today with volleyball, where you look at the kid's skill set, you rank them 1 to 5, similar to what I teach you guys. And then Sunday, we got to do a draft. So we actually draft the kids. So, I got evaluations today. So Coach B's got to get ready for that. All right. Coach Jackson says, first year running the 5-3 defense, but we cannot line up over the center. Where should I put my nose? I mean, I'll go I put them 2-I, meaning 2 tech, just have them on the inside of the guard. If you want to get them close to that center, just put them on the inside shoulder of the guard. That's what I would do in that situation. Or, I mean, I know y'all probably locked in on 5'3", 6'2", not bad. And I do the same thing. That's what I do in that particular situation. All right. Coach Kelly want to know, to piggyback off that question, what about dealing with parents of those kids not ready? Well, okay. So this is the way I look at it, and I'm going to kind of try to rewire your perspective, if I may, on the whole playing time situation. My mindset is I understand if I only got, think about it. If I got 45 kids, 30 kids even, it's really easy for me to say, your kid is not ready to play. They just not ready to play. But if I only got 15 kids on my team, 18, 20, you can't say that. Because you got to play the kids because you ain't going to have no players to play. I never hear, I kid you not, I joke with this, but I'm serious at the same time. You never hear a coach that only got 15, 16, 17 players say, well, this kid is not ready to play. Because you got to get his ass ready. So if you got 30, 40 kids, I wouldn't even think in my head this kid ain't ready to play. What I'll do is make sure I develop these kids in one specific position. Then I have a time in the game where they get in and get their playing time and then get out during those non-critical times. I tell my parents at the beginning of the season, every kid get to play. That's how we get a hell of a lot of kids from other teams, because it's a part of our policy that every single kid get to play. Will every kid get the chance to play the same amount of time? Hell no, of course not. That's unrealistic, right? But every kid is going to get their minimum, which our rule is 8. I think I keep getting it mixed up. I think in our league it's 8, but my rule is 10 plays, because I understand I'm only as strong as my weakest link. I never forget, like years ago, we was in the championship game and like everybody was getting hurt. I mean, I had kids breaking their arms, severely spraining their ankles, other kids breaking their arms. It was brutal. But guess what? My backup was ready. My second and third teamers was ready. You know why? Because they put in as much work as the first tier team at practice, and they knew their job, and they was ready. Yes, ma'am.
You hit 100.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Let's stop what we doing real quick. Guess what? We hit a freaking 100 likes on the goddamn show today. Huge congratulations, guys. Major congrats, guys. Thank you so much, man, for that. That's a gift to me, man. Hitting 100 likes on the show, man. Big deal. Big deal, man. Thank y'all so much. Y'all awesome, man. Y'all rock. Y'all absolutely rock. So literally, guys, I always say this. If you feel like a kid is not ready, like truly ready, you need to spend extra time with that kid to make sure they are game time ready. It doesn't mean they have to be a starter. They don't have to be a starter, but they need to be a contributor or a specialist on your team. And you just have to tell the parents, and the parents mean, look, every kid, this is my philosophy. I'm just be straight with y'all. My philosophy is every kid going to get to play, guys, but every kid may not get the same. Well, every kid won't get the same amount of playing time, and every kid may not be in the position they want to be in. I tell that to my parents off the jump. So some parents still going to be like, well, I just wish my kid can get in more and all of that. Well, I understand your feelings. You're your kid's biggest fan, but we got to put him in the best position to be successful for the team, not just him. We're developing him and we're making him a better player, but little Johnny, this is the best position for him relative to what we got on our roster right now. But he's going to develop. He may not get the game time reps you feel like he won't, because every parent wants their kid to get as many reps as possible. But we're going to make sure he's ready to contribute when his number is called, and he's going to get his minimum at least. Now, with me, like I said, I put my kids in at the beginning of the second quarter, beginning of the third, and usually by the fourth quarter is a bloodbath. So they get a lot of playing time in the fourth quarter. So that's the way you do it. I wouldn't even have it in my head that, well, this kid not ready. It's your job to get them ready. This youth football, man, you know, it's your job to get the freaking kids ready. Most of these kids ain't ready. Most of these kids ain't raw. A lot of these kids are depending on you to develop them mentally, emotionally, physically as the coach. If they're not ready, when are they going to be ready? Because we know when they get to middle school, JV, and high school, they may not even get a chance to play at all. If you, as the coach, don't develop them on the youth level. And as a matter of fact, what's so goddamn funny, and I know a lot of you guys who've been coaching, doing this for a long time, what's so funny, the kids who we see as mid or not so good, they end up being better than our studs that we give a lot of playing to on the youth level. Our studs end up capping at JV, and then them kids that we like, well, they weren't ready, guess what? They finna go D1 because they understand hard work. Some of these kids that we say not ready, I'm telling you from experience, a lot of them just not physically ready, but they got the mind, the work ethic, the character, the heart. You just got to cultivate the rest as the coach and develop these kids. And watch what they turn to. And I'm saying this because my team are based on they're not ready kids. The best quarterback I ever had didn't start on this stacked team. And this kid scored 7 touchdowns in my championship game years ago. A beast. Shout out to Jay. You know? So it's all about your perspective. And I always say, don't be like every other coach, man. Play your kids. Just be intentional. Be intentional. Trying to be like Jay-Z. Be intentional. All right, guys. Let's see. That's my little rant. And Coach, I'm not like getting on you about that statement. Let me just be clear about that. I'm not getting on you personally about that, but just generally speaking, because there's probably going to be a clip, off the show. Like, don't put your kids in position to say they're not ready, because it's your job to get them ready. Because I'm here to tell you, if you only had 15, 16 kids on your roster and that kid was on your roster, you wouldn't say that. I promise you that. You saying like, shit, I'm finna put Rashid at cornerback. I gotta make sure he know how to cover. That's what you're gonna say. Oh, I need to put him at linebacker. I need to put him at guard, because you need people to play, right? All right, that's enough of my rant. Sorry. All right, last question, guys, before we do this giveaway. Last question. Coach Joy says, what if they aren't physically or mentally wanting to be there? Now that's different. If they don't want to be there, okay, ride the bench. Or like my MMA coach says, ride the pine. That's very old school, but ride the pine. And what I do, I only had probably 2 kids out of my 15 years of coaching where they like didn't want to be there. Their mom made them play. And what I do, I keep it real with them. I tell the mom, look, he don't want to be here. He got some potential, but if he don't want to be here, I mean, I never forget, I had a mom years ago. She came up to me and she said, look, do you think my son a football player? Like, be honest with me, Coach Bees. Do you really think he a football player? And I told her, I was like, no. No, I don't think he's a football player, but I think he could be a great contributor while he's here. This youth football. And she let him play it out. And then he didn't play no more. He just graduated with honors, though, and he's going to college as a track star. I think that's my second kid that's a track star that playing, running track D1. Because understand, guys, as a youth football coach, every kid is not going to be a D1 athlete, especially at the youth level. You get all kind of kids, man. You get kids going to be a mechanic. You get kids going to be military. You're going to get kids going to be an accountant. You see what I'm saying? So it's our job, regardless of the level of the kids, to get them ready. So once they get to that middle school age where, you know, it's a great fall off of participation, usually after 13, then they can make a decision of, well, I want to stick to this, or nah, I'm going to pivot to chess, choir, soccer, whatever, you know? So, but yeah, if the kid don't want to be there, send him home. He ain't gonna help your team if he's mentally, emotionally out of it. The physical part is just a manifestation of what's going on in his head and in his heart. In his head and in his heart, he don't want to be there. So he's not going to give you 100%. You can't get 100% out of a kid that's not 100% committed to the process anyway. All right, guys. So that is it with the live Q&A segment of the show. And it's funny because I didn't even put the live Q&A banner up today. Man, we've been cooking so hard. I didn't have time to put the banner up today. But the live Q&A segment is sponsored by the Reaper 45 Challenge. Eliminate average and become the standard. All right, guys. Are y'all ready to give away some playbooks today? Can I get a hell yeah in the comments if y'all ready to give away some playbooks today? Man, we was cooking today. My goodness. And I hope y'all got value. If you did, be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button, subscribe. Guys, we're trying to grow this to literally be the biggest podcast for youth football coaches and leadership. And we already are, because it's not too many youth football content creators who are consistent with their podcast. It's just, just not. But I made up in my mind. I'm serious. Y'all know I'm serious. I made up in my mind I'm going to dedicate my career to the game of youth football and youth sports, helping you guys. And so every subscription helps get us out here so we can help more coaches, so we can make youth football great again. Because I believe if we can make youth football great again, we can help these kids more and they become productive citizens in our society. Great family men and women. That's my goal. All right. So let's get to it. So again, guys, for those who just coming on to the show, again, welcome to the Beast Podcast. Also, guys, look, I need jerseys. We about to change up the setting and the scenery in the background of the show. And what I want is a wall of jerseys from you guys to represent Beast Nation, represent your squad. So if you want to donate, and look, with the jerseys, you don't have to make me a jersey. If a kid quit your team, if y'all got a kid on your team that doesn't want to be there and he turned in his jersey, give me his jersey. I'll hang it up. Okay. So y'all don't have to make me a custom jersey. If you got an extra jersey laying around somewhere, all it's going to do collect dust. Just send me a jersey. What I want you to do is email me at beastoutyou@gmail.com. Put in the subject line, rep your squad, and then just give me your name and your team name, and I'm going to get back to you and give you the address to send your team jersey. I would love at least 10 to 15 jerseys, but it's a lot of us. Shit, if we can, if I get 100 jerseys, I'm going to figure out a way to have that bad boy up here. Okay. But I need y'all to send them to me as soon as possible. Okay. And just start by emailing me at beastoutyou@gmail.com. All right, guys. So let's get to it. So for those who don't know the rules of the giveaway, what I'm going to do is ask you questions based on what we went over on the show. Okay. If you get it correct, I'm going to select a winner. Okay. From those who get it correct. Okay. If you get it incorrect, tough titty. Okay. But the good news is that we giving away how many, Miss Beast?
5, right?
5 of those bad boys today. We're giving away 5 playbooks today. So I got to pull some questions out of my ass. Man. Okay. All right. In terms of my email, I'm going to go on and drop my email for the jerseys. Again, beastoutyou@gmail.com. Beastoutyou@gmail.com. Put rep your squad in the subject line and then just give me your name and your team name and I'll get back to you. You're welcome, coach. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Let me get some music started because we got 5 questions to go through. So let's get to it. I see you, coach. Again, if you're watching on TikTok and you want to be a part of the Playbook giveaway, I encourage you to come on over to the YouTube side right now, okay? Same thing with Instagram, family. If you want to be a part of the giveaway, come on over to YouTube, look up Coach Beast or Coach Beast Live. You will see us live here on the Beast Podcast, all right? Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe when you come over. First question. Okay, so during the show, I was talking about who must stay in the box in terms of positions. Who needs to stay in the box when you're going against spread-oriented teams? What 2 positions must stay in the box at all times for run support when going against a spread offense? Let me know. 60 seconds. Again, guys, I hope y'all getting value from the show. If you are, again, hit that like button and please subscribe. That's the big thing. Subscribe. That's going to let the algorithm know. It's going to let the algorithm know that we are popping. We are on and popping, and it's going to get us to more coaches like you. 30 seconds, guys. All right. All right. Good deal. Good deal. So, again, we're giving away the Beast Unleashed Playbook system today. That is all 4 of my defensive playbooks. The 4-4 Reaper, that's the playbook we went over today. The 4-2-5 Ring of Fire defense, the 6-2 Savage defense, and the 5-3 Juggernaut defense. One lucky coach is about to get that right now. So again, guys, during the show, we talked about defending the spread, of course. And I said there was 2 positions that must stay in the box at all times. Okay. 2 positions that must stay in the box at all times in the 4-4 Reaper. Those positions are the Mike and Will linebacker. So if you did get that correct, congratulations. But there can only be one winner. And the winner of the first copy of the Ultimate Beast Flex defensive system is Rusty Nail Design Company 414. Congratulations. So this is what I need you to do is email me at beastoutyou@gmail.com. Again, that's beastoutyou. I'm going to put it up on the screen. beastoutyou@gmail.com. This is what I need from you. I need your username. I need your real name. And I need the playbook that you won. Just put Beast Flex, okay? And I'll be sure to get that playbook to you within 48 hours. If you don't hear from me by Saturday, just shoot me a message, okay? Shoot me a message. I'm trying to be a little quicker. I sent, y'all will be proud of me. I sent the other playbooks over relatively fast. So just be sure to do that for me. All right. Shout out to NV for the super chat, the 2 jewels. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you again. All right. If y'all ready for the next question, can I get a hell yeah in the comments? Can I get a hell yeah? Let me get some music back started here. All right. So during the show, guys, there was a certain type of coverage that I said you need to run against these spread offenses. It doesn't matter if it's trips, quads, duo, 2x1s, it don't matter. What is the type of coverage I told y'all to run against the spread? 60 seconds. What type of coverage, guys? Again, if y'all are getting value from the show, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are on and popping. We are on and popping. Hit that like button, subscribe. Appreciate y'all so much. And also, guys, don't forget, you go to the Playbook store, you can scan the QR code to get there. You get 50% off any Playbook bundle or Playbook, individual Playbook. Just use Freedom50 at checkout. Keywords Freedom50 at checkout. Make sure you have all the words together too. Uh-oh. Because some of y'all message me and be like, Coach, man, your code don't work. I put in Freedom50. And then it'd be like Freedom space 50. Put it together. Put it together. All right. So again, guys, during the show, there's a particular coverage I said I want y'all to stay in, all right, when you're going against these spread teams. The coverage I want you to stay in is cover 3. Cover 3. Okay, guys. So if you got that right, congratulations. I mean, applaud you. But there can only be one winner. The winner of the Ultimate Beast Flex, the second one, is NV. Congratulations. Hey, hey, I was trying to go long as hell with that, but Miss B started laughing in the background. I couldn't help it. I was trying to go long with it, y'all. I heard Miss B and she set me off. For real, almost got you. Oh man, congratulations, EMB. Congratulations. Now, for those who are new to the show, look, we like to have a good time. I love to fuck with you guys from time to time. Excuse my language. Love to mess with you guys from time to time. I'm trying to get better with my profanity. But EMB, all I need you to do, man, is just email me with your real name and also your username, and let me know the playbook you want, which is the Beast Flex system. Give me 48 hours to get that to you. All right, guys, let's keep this train rolling. All right, let's see here. Okay, so during the show, I talked about two sides of the 4-4 Reaper defense. There's two sides of the 4-4 Reaper defense. You have the blank side and the blank side. What are those two sides? 60 seconds. Yeah. Here we go now. Come on. Here we go now. Beast Nation, stand up. Here we go now. Yeah. Here we go. 30 seconds, guys. Here we go. Again, guys, welcome to the Beast Podcast. If you are new, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, to the #1 show in the land for youth football coaches and leadership. All right. Here we go, guys. So again, during the show, guys, I talked about two sides of the 4-4 Reaper defense. Those two sides are the enforcer side and the sniper side. So if you got that correct, congratulations. But there can only be one winner. All right. And the winner of the third copy of the Ultimate Beast Flex system is Coach Jay Hooper. Congratulations, sir. Big congrats. So again, all I need you to do is email me at beastoutyou@gmail.com. beastoutyou@gmail.com. Give me your name, username, and the playbook you won. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. All right. Well, we got two more. Are we giving away, Miss Beast?
Yep.
All right. Two more. I'm telling you, man, y'all making me pull these questions out of my ass today. Let's see. Let's see here. Y'all bear with me. Okay. Now this is going to be a tough one a little bit. All right. So during the show, I was talking about the personality types of these kids, right? Extrovert, introvert, all of that good stuff. What type of player? Now, mind you, let me back up. Mind you, we was talking about the enforcer side and the sniper side, right? What type of player should be more of your introvert? Which player is more your introvert? Let me know. 60 seconds. Hey, I hear. Hey, I hear some of y'all guys. Y'all like, what the fuck, an introvert and fucking extrovert? What's an introvert and what's an extrovert? I don't know what the hell that is. Oh my God. Holy shit. Okay. 30 seconds. Y'all made me laugh. Man, what the fuck an introvert and extrovert is? What's an introvert? Female? What's an extrovert? A male? And this show is brought to you by Arizona Energy Tea. These the teas I was telling y'all about that I drink, that I'm trying to wean myself off of. Arizona Energy, man. I don't know where y'all live around. Well, I know a lot of y'all live around the country, but if y'all got a Publix or a store that sell those, man, get them. Get them. I mean, it's funny. So again, we was on family vacation. We went to New York. And we ended up going to Brooklyn. We took the kids to Brooklyn because it's an anime shop there. And my girls are anime crazy, right? And so me, Miss Beast, we like tired. We like, man, we need some energy, man. We're getting too over this shit, right? And so we go by this like corner convenience store in Brooklyn, right? And man, I kid you not, when we seen these, we could have cried. It was like we found gold. Like in the cooler, like literally a gold bar in the cooler, man. We got them and racked up. Like this is our like go-to. This is our go-to drink for when we are losing energy. So definitely try them out. All right, guys. Let's see here. What was my question? I almost forgot my question. All right, let's get this music started. Well, you know what? Let's wait on that. See, y'all, I'm getting all over the place now, y'all. But okay, so again, guys, check this out. So we talked about the personality types of the kids, right? And I said, if this kid is an introvert, you need to put them on this side. 9 times out of 10. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some introverts that I have on the enforcer side too that are just quiet, but physical, right? But if you got a kid that's an introvert, like a natural introvert, put them on the sniper side. The correct answer is sniper. Okay, so if you got that correct, big congrats. But there can only be one winner. And the winner of the 4th copy of the Beast Flex system is big congratulations to Palamalu 4332. Congratulations. And I don't know how you remember Colton, man, but damn, that's that's a big deal. Yeah, he said sniper like little Colton. I'll be damned. Now I'm gonna tell you something that's funny about little Colton though. Little Colton was actually more of an enforcer personality-wise. He was like a little dog, like a Chihuahua, right, Miss B? Yeah. He talked. Look, little Colton looked like a 3rd grader on my team, but he talked his shit, and he bagged it up too. Yeah. They are trying to run to his side, and all you see is a kid flip. A kid just flip at practice and in games. So shout out to little Colton. Well, he not little no more. Colton ripped up now. Little Colton jacked. I wish I had a picture I could pull up of him. Little Colton, man, cut up. He got an 8-pack now. All right. So, Coach, congratulations again. Just email me, beastoutyou@gmail.com. Give me your name, username, and the playbook you won, sir. And give me 4 to 8 hours to get it to you. I appreciate you. All right, last one. Where are we on likes, Miss Beast? I'm just curious. Out of curiosity.
It says 107 on my end.
Damn, we had 107 likes, man. Y'all outdid yourself. I think our record is like 111. I think 111 is the record. Yeah, I think it was 111, guys. So y'all outdid yourselves. If we can get it to 100, I tell you what. If we can get to 120 between now and this next question, I give away another playbook. How about that? All right, here we go. Final playbook so far. Let me see. Okay, here we go. So, again, during the show, we was talking about sending pressure. You got to pressure the spread. And I use the term snake. Who's the snake in the offense? Who's the snake in the offense? If team is defense, who's the snake on the offense? What are y'all putting? $60 seconds, y'all. Yeah. 60 seconds, y'all. Who the head of the snake? Who the head of the snake? Who the head of the snake? 20 seconds, guys. Again, if y'all getting value with the show, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for rocking with me, giving me your Thursday afternoon in most places. I know we got a lot of people from the West Coast watching the show. Again, shout out to Instagram fam, TikTok fam, Facebook fam, and of course, YouTube fam for hanging out with me, guys. We are growing. I appreciate you guys. All right. Okay, guys. So again, during the show, one big thing we talked about is sending pressure. Don't forget to send pressure. Coach Ward said punt returner. Man, that's funny as hell. So whenever you hear me refer to the word snake or head of the snake on offense, I'm talking about that quarterback. So you want to make sure you're sending pressure to that quarterback. All right. So if you got quarterback, you are correct. But there can only be one winner. And the winner of the final copy of the Ultimate Beast Flex system is the one and only Coach Robert Fleeton. Congratulations, sir. Big congrats to you, brother. Big congrats. All I need you to do is email me at beastoutyou@gmail.com. Again, give me your username, real name, and the playbook that you want. Give me 48 hours to get back to you. So, guys, before I get off of here today, again, I want to just say thank you. Say thank you for just rocking with me, hanging out with me. There's a few things that been in the works that I've been thinking about doing and that I want to kind of bounce off of you guys. Okay. Number one is your football season is about to start, college and pros. And I've been thinking about, having some watch shows with you guys. How would y'all feel about that? Like, where we literally, I jump on live and we watch some games together. What y'all think about that? Put a one in the well, no, give me a hell yeah in the comments if that's something that you'll be interested in. I see you, Coach Mason. Coach Mason says do it. We all football guys, and I imagine most of us are big sports fanatics, generally speaking. And so I was thinking about doing some shows where, we just hanging out, chilling, watching some games. Y'all know me. I'm a big college football fan, big Bama fan, but I watch it just about everybody play, to be honest with you, just because that's just who I am. I'm already like, it's funny. Like, I'm already like looking at like watching game film, like watching Bama do their thing, and Ohio State, Georgia. Georgia looks really good this year. So if y'all want me to do that, that's something that I'm strongly thinking about doing for sure. I'll see y'all over there, TikTok. I see y'all. All right, guys. I think that's it. Let's put them ones up. Let's put them ones up. So for those who are new on the show, when we put them ones up, that represents you wanting to be number one at everything you do. You want to be the best man or woman you can be. You want to be the best coach you can be. You want to be the best of the best in your league, right? You want to be have the best team in your city. If that's you, put them ones up. Put them ones up. Put them ones up. I appreciate y'all. So I really hope y'all got value from this show. This was a very fun one for me. I love teaching X's and O's, especially on offense. And look, if anybody asks you, well, how do you stop? You're going to stop the trips in the 4-4 defense? Send them to this video. Send them to the video. Hey, I got you, asshole. I'm gonna show you exactly how. Watch this. Watch the Beast Pod. Just send them the link to this, because this was a masterclass on how to play it and defend it. And yeah, you can defend, against the spread playing man coverage, but in my experience, if you want to make it really easy for your kids to defend against it, let them play that cover 3. Give them a sky look or a cloud look. We didn't really go over cloud a lot today. We did mainly sky look today. But nevertheless, if you watch this video and you need to refer back to how to stop these spread teams, like literally go back, binge watch, the clinic segment of this show, and it's going to definitely help and take you to the next level. And last thing, guys, before we get out of here, don't forget, if you didn't win, don't worry. Everybody's a winner here. You can still get 50% off any playbook or bundle in my playbook store. All you got to do is scan the QR code on your screen or go to my link in the bio to go to my playbook store, and then pick your bundle or playbook of choice and put Freedom 50 at checkout. If you watch it on TikTok, TikTok's then switch stuff up. Guys, they took my link down. I'm gonna have to put it back up today. All you have to do, you can follow me on Instagram or YouTube. Go to my link in the description area. That'll take you to the playbook store. Pick your playbook, pick what you want, and then just put Freedom 50 in the discount code section, and you'll get 50% off. All right, guys, that's it for the show today. It was fun. It was fun today. So we're going to be back Tuesday, 12 noon Central Standard Time. 12 noon Central Standard Time, Tuesday. And may do some more X's and O's. We'll see. But guys, I appreciate y'all. Love you guys. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a beat from the Beast Pod, guys. Again, love you. Appreciate you guys. I will see y'all later. And until next time, Beast out. Peace.